Welcome to Puddles. I've written for decades about River Sunday, a fictional harbor town located in the Chesapeake. Most authors write of a place for their novels, and mine is a region and homeland from which I can draw stories. It has a history which goes back to the voyages of the Vikings and earlier, and land which is fought over by most civilizations on planet Earth. Besides its beautiful natural resources, it has a strong human presence made up of resident descendants from the settlers new and old. For the most part, these people and land are like a microcosm of America. They manage to take in stride the good and evil which comes to its shores. This characteristic strength makes for good fodder for the storyteller. My many fans who have given me the high book rankings I now hold with Amazon will recognize my earliest fiction, Slave Graves. This novel, years in the writing and now features on Kindle, tells of an archaeologist who uncovers a long hidden vicious crime by early settlers in River Sunday. Present relatives plot the archaeologist's murder to keep the crime hidden. You'll find that this book, as in all my books, features the issue of freedom. It is seen differently by each character. All deal with their freedom as humans, and freedom has various outcomes. I'm working hard on my 11th novel, tentatively named Steeples. This book concerns the future of a church in River Sunday whose founder is killed when it is burned. His grandson, a disabled veteran from Afghanistan, returns home and must rebuild the church. In exploring the reason for the burning, he discovers that the founder, his grandfather, was actually murdered, but he doesn't know the reason or the killer. One of the characters in the story is a preacher who is called Waterman and speaks from a small boat as he visits River Sunday. His talks are not popular with other clergy. I'd love to have your opinions on the story so far. My other Puddles project is securing water for animals. Water resources are useless to animals if the water is polluted and not clean. On top of that, water sources are being destroyed. As we all know, water is very plentiful on the planet. However, all but a tiny amount of it is useful for humans as fresh water. As part of my work on the subject, I wrote a book called Water for Backyard Pets and Wildlife, which stands mostly alone on the bookshelves in this important subject. But it's easily available on Amazon Kindle. It's a good beginning source of information and institutes which specialize in water resources. I'll be referring to it as Puddles continues, and as I report on upcoming articles and conferences touching on the subject. Keep in mind that COVID may affect our water supply and become an aerosol to make us sick. It's not over. I like to keep in mind a note of humor from my vast collection of Thomas Hollyday cartoons. Many of these drawings have been shown in the past on YouTube and in other videos on this channel. My cartoon books also are available on Amazon Kindle. One of my favorite drawings is the one concerning chipmunks trying to solve the puzzle of finding a nut that is too large. It's up for you to see. It's my cartoon of the ancient myth of Sisyphus, about a man who is doomed to climb a mountain only to fall back down from the summit again and again, and his colossal acceptance of the absurdity of our world. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you again. We'll compare two outstanding novels with regard to freedom. We'll discuss water issues shared with humans and animals. And we'll look at another cartoon. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.